Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to Puan Citra and my fellow classmates. So for today, I will be presenting my assessment task 3, which is for the subject language development in a bilingual or multilingual early childhood education (ECE) context. Okay, so next I will explain the learning objectives of my presentations. So this objective actually help us to understand what are we going to learn and achieve throughout this presentation regarding language development in bilingual or multilingual early childhood education context. So the first learning objective is to explain the concept of language development in bilingual or multilingual ECE context. So in simple words, we will learn how young children acquire and develop language skills when they are exposed to two or more languages. So nowadays, many children are raised in multilingual environments, especially in Malaysia, where different languages are spoken at home. So therefore, it is important for educators to understand how children can learn and use to multiple languages during their early years. So the second objective is to identify the key theories and factors that influence young children language development. So children's language development does not happen automatically. It is influenced by many factors such as their family background, learning environment, social interactions, and teaching method used by the educators. So we will also look at how different language development theories can actually help teachers to understand children learning processes and provide appropriate support in their classroom. So the third learning objective is to explore effective strategies and practice for teaching English in bilingual or multilingual classroom. So since children have different language abilities and experiences, teachers need to use suitable teaching approaches, which means including storytelling, songs, and nursery rhymes, play-based learning, total physical response or TPR, language games, and interactive classroom activities. So actually, these strategies can make language learning more enjoyable and meaningful for young learners. The fourth objective is to understand how literature and digital tools can enhance children's language learning. So in today's digital era, technology plays an important role in education, which means teachers can use digital applications, video, interactive games, and e-books to support children's language development. So literature such as storybooks and children's poems can also encourage vocabulary development, creativity, and the communication skills. So the fifth objective is to design engaging activities that support English language development among young learners, which means young children learn best through active participations and hands-on experiences. Therefore, teachers actually should create fun and engaging activities that can encourage children to speak, listen, and interact with others. So, meaningful learning experiences can actually help children to become more confident in using English and other languages. So, finally, the sixth learning objective is to evaluate the roles of teachers, parents, and the community in supporting children's bilingual or multilingual language development. So, language learning does not only happen in the classroom. Parents also can support their children's language skills at home. Teachers can also provide effective learning experiences at schools, and the community can create opportunities for children to use different language in real life situations. So when everyone works together, children are more likely to develop strong language and communication skills. So in conclusion, this learning objective provides a clear direction for for our presentations and highlight the importance of creating a supportive and engaging environment for children's language development in bilingual or multilingual settings. Okay, so now I would like to introduce bilingual and multilingual education in the context of ECE. So before we move on to teaching strategies and language development theories, it is important for us to understand what bilingual and multilingual education actually mean and why they are important for young children today. So in today's world, children are growing up in increasingly diverse and multilingual environment. So they are often exposed to different languages at home, so in school and within their communities. So for example, a child may speak Bahasa Melayu with their parents, use English during classroom activities, and hear Mandarin or Tamil when interacting with their friends. So this shows that language learning is not limited to one language anymore, especially in multicultural countries like Malaysia. So the ability to learn and use more than one language from an early age actually provides many benefits for children's overall development. So it is not only improves their communication skills but also helps them to become more confident, socially aware, and prepared for future learning experiences. Okay, so let's begin with bilingual education. So what is bilingual education? So bilingual education refers to the learning and use of two languages in teaching and learning activities. So in early childhood educations, both languages are used to meaningfully to support children's understanding and language development. So for example, a preschool teacher may explain a concept in Bahasa Melayu and reinforce it using simple English vocabulary. So this actually allows children to understand the lessons more easily while gradually developing their second language skills. So bilingual education does not mean that children must become fluent in both languages immediately. Instead, it provides opportunities for children to develop their language abilities naturally and confidently over time. So actually, many parents are concerned that exposing children to two languages might actually confuse them. So, but however, research has shown that young children are highly capable of learning multiple languages simultaneously. So, in fact, early childhood is often to consider the best period for language acquisitions because children's brains are highly adaptable and responsive to language input. So bilingual education also offers several advantages, which is it improves children's communication skills, enhance their memory, and problem-solving abilities. So children who are bilingual are often better at switching between tasks and understanding different perspectives. So these skills are valuable not only in education but also in their future careers and social interactions. Okay, so next we have multilingual education. So multilingual education involves learning or being exposed to 3 or more languages. So in Malaysia, multilingual education is very common due to our cultural and linguistic diversity. So for instance, a child may speak Bahasa Melayu at home, learn English in preschool, and communicate in Mandarin or Tamil with relatives or classmates. So some children are even exposed to different dialects and international languages through the digital media and educational programs. So multilingual education provides children with opportunities to become global citizens. So by learning different languages, children develop an appreciation for cultural diversity and become more open-minded when interacting with others. So they actually learn that different languages represent different cultures, traditions, and ways of communicating. So, although multilingual education may present certain challenges such as language mixing or difference in language proficiency, this challenge can be addressed through appropriate teaching strategies and a supportive learning environment. So now, let's discuss why English is important in early childhood education. So English is recognized as one of the most widely used international languages. So it is commonly used in education, technology, business, and communication worldwide. So therefore, introducing English to young children actually provides them with valuable opportunities for future academic and professional success. So, firstly, learning English actually helps children to develop effective communication skills. It allows them to express their thoughts, ideas, and emotion confidently. So, through activities such as storytelling, songs, and classroom discussions, children actually can improve both their speaking and listening skills. So, English also prepares children for future learning opportunities. So, many educational resources and digital applications and learning materials are available in English. So, by developing English language skills early, children will be better to prepare to access knowledge and succeed at academically in the future. So, lastly, learning English supports children cognitive and social development. So, studies have shown that bilingual and multilingual learners often to demonstrate better problem-solving skills, creativity, and critical thinking abilities. So they are also more comfortable interacting with people from different linguistic and cultural backgrounds. Okay, so next I will explain why effective teaching strategies are important in language development. So young children learn differently from adults. So they are naturally curious and learn best when lessons are meaningful, enjoyable, and interactive. So therefore, teachers need to use appropriate teaching strategies to support children's language development. So the quote on this slide says, "The right strategy today builds confident communicators tomorrow." So this means that the teaching methods we use can actually help children to become more confident and effective communicators in the future. So firstly, young children actually learn best when learning experiences are fun and meaningful. So activities such as storytelling, songs, and role playing can actually make language learning more enjoyable and motivate children to participate actively. Secondly, children learn through interactive and hands-on experiences, which means actually they learn by doing, exploring, and communicating with others. So language games and group activities are good examples that actually can help children to practice their language skills in a natural way. So, learning should also be connected to real-life situations. For example, teachers can teach food vocabulary during snack times or simple greetings that children can use every day. So this makes learning more relevant and easier to understand. So besides that, teaching activities actually should be suitable for children's developmental levels. So teachers need to consider their age, abilities, and interests so that learning remains enjoyable and meaningful. So teachers also play an important role in encouraging active participation, which means every child should have opportunities to speak, answer questions, and share their ideas during classroom activities. So this actually helps to improve their confidence and communication skills. Moreover, teachers should provide a positive learning environment where children can feel safe and comfortable to make mistakes while learning a new language. So using simple and clear language along with visual aids and repetitions can also help children to understand lessons more effectively. So finally, teachers can integrate digital learning tools such as educational videos and interactive games to make language learning more engaging and enjoyable for young learners. Okay, so next, I would like to discuss the first teaching strategy, which is storytelling. So, storytelling is one of the most effective and enjoyable ways to support language development in young children. So, children naturally enjoy listening to stories because they are fun, engaging, and meaningful. So, storytelling is not just about reading a book, it helps children to develop important language skills such as listening, speaking, vocabulary, comprehensions, and confidence in using language. So through stories, children can learn new words and understand how they are used in everyday situations. So the quote on this slide says, "A good story can take children anywhere and teach them anything." So stories actually can introduce children to different ideas, emotions, and experiences while helping them to improve their language abilities. So there are several benefits of storytelling in early childhood education. So firstly, it introduces new vocabulary in a meaningful context. Secondly, it improves children's listening skills and attention span. Thirdly, it stimulates their imaginations and creativity. Lastly, storytelling encourages children to speak and builds their confidence when expressing their ideas. So for the example activity, I have chosen the storybook about brown bear, what do you see? So it is because it is simple, repetitive, and suitable for preschool children. So the activity begins by reading the story expressively while showing colorful pictures. Next, teachers can ask simple questions such as, "What do you see?" or "What color is the bear?" So to encourage children to participate. So teachers can actually ask children to repeat important vocabulary words to improve their pronunciations and understanding. So to make the activity more interactive, children can act out the animals in the story or create their own simple version of the story. So this allows them to practice their speaking skills in a fun and meaningful way. So some important tips for storytelling are using expressive voices and gestures, showing clear and colorful illustration, keeping the session short and interactive, and praising children's effort to build their confidence. So in conclusion, storytelling is a powerful teaching strategy that helps children to develop their vocabulary, listening, and speaking skills while making language learning enjoyable and engaging. Okay, so next I will explain about our second strategy, which is songs and nursery rhymes. So song and nursery rhymes are effective strategies for teaching English, especially in bilingual and multilingual classroom. So young children naturally enjoy music, rhythm, and movement, making songs a fun and meaningful way to learn language. So as shown in the slide, the main idea of this strategy is sing today, speak tomorrow. So this means that through regular exposure to English songs, children gradually improve their confidence, pronunciation, and ability to communicate. So firstly, why songs? So actually songs are easy to remember. So the combination of melody, rhythm, and repetition actually helps children to remember new words and phrases more easily. So for example, in the song Head, Shoulders, Knees and Toes, children can learn body parts while using actions, making vocabulary more meaningful. So secondly, songs actually helps to improve our pronunciation. So by listening and singing along, children are exposed to correct sound, stress, and intonation. So this actually allows them to practice English pronunciation naturally without feeling pressured. So thirdly, song actually helps to build vocabulary. So children learn new words through meaningful context. So for example, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star actually introduced words related to the sky, such as star and sky, so which children can understand through the songs and visual. So besides that, songs actually encourage to participation. So even children who are shy or have lower English proficiency and participate through singing, clapping and movement. This actually helps to build their confidence in English, in using English. So, some example of the song that teachers can use are head, shoulders, knees and toes, which is to teach body parts, twinkle twinkle little star, to introduce vocabulary about nature, baby shark, because repetition helps children to remember words easily, and if you're happy and you know it, to teach emotions and actions. So how teachers can use songs in class, which is teachers can use songs by singing together with children regularly, so using actions and movement and providing pictures or real objects related to the song. So repetitions is also important because children need continuous exposure to remember vocabulary and become more confident. So teachers should also encourage children and celebrate their effort instead of focusing only on mistakes. So in conclusion, songs and nursery rhymes are powerful tools for English learning because they make lessons more enjoyable, interactive, and meaningful. Okay, so we move on to the next slide. So next I will explain about our third strategy, which is play-based learning. So play-based learning is that actually an effective strategy in early child education because children naturally learn through playing. So through meaningful play activities, children actually can explore, interact, communicate, and develop important skills. So as shown in the slide, the main idea of this strategy is learning through play fuels curiosity, creativity, and real-world communication. So this means that play is not only for entertainment, but it's also a powerful learning experience that supports children's language and communication development. So what is actually play-based learning? So play-based learning is actually a teaching approach where children learn through structured activities that are fun, meaningful, and engaging. So although children are playing, teachers carefully plan these activities to develop skills such as vocabulary, communication, creativity, teamwork, and problem solving. So for example, instead of memorizing vehicle vocabulary, teachers can create a pretend play activity where children becomes drivers or reporters through this activity. So children naturally use English while communicating with others. So how does play-based learning build speaking skills? So firstly, play-based learning encourages natural conversation. So children communicate with their friends by asking questions, sharing ideas, and expressing their opinions. So this allows them to practice English in realistic situation. So secondly, it builds confidence in a low pressure environment, which is children feel more comfortable to speaking because they are focused on the activity rather than worrying about making mistakes. So thirdly, play promotes listening and teamwork skill. So through group activities, children can learn to take turns, listen to others, and cooperate. So lastly, plays help children to develop vocabulary in context. For example, during a pretend restaurant activity, children can learn words such as menu, food, and customer while using them in a real situation. So there are some examples included, which is role play activities where children act as reporters or racing drivers to practice communications. A second is building activities such as creating a Lego car and describing their creation using English. Third, problem solving games where children work together to complete challenges. And lastly, pretend play where children practice English through imaginative situations. So next, I will explain about our next strategy, which is flashcards and physical aids. So flashcards and physical aids are teaching tools that provide visual support to help children to recognize, understand, and remember new English vocabulary. So as shown in the slide, the main idea of the strategy is visual supports that boost recognitions, retentions, and real-world communication. So this means children learn better when they can see and interact with pictures, objects, and real materials instead of only listening to explanations. So flashcards are cards that contain pictures, words, or symbols to introduce and practice vocabulary. For example, a flashcard showing a picture of a car with the word car helps children to connect the image with the English words. Meanwhile, physical aids are real objects or materials that children can touch and observe, such as toys, posters, or classroom objects. So this strategy supports language learning in several ways. So firstly, it helps children to remember vocabulary better because they connect words with visual. Secondly, it helps children to understand new words more easily. For example, showing a real steering wheels make the meaning clearer than only explaining the word. Thirdly, these materials encourage interaction and participation through activities such as matching games, guessing games, and speaking practice. So some examples of physical aids include real objects, mini props, posters, and word walls. So examples of flashcards include action words like drive and stop, directions such as left and right, and vocabulary related to vehicles or places. So teachers can also combine flashcards with other strategies such as songs, storytelling, and play-based activities to create a more engaging learning experience. Okay, so we move to the next strategy, which is language game. So why did I choose game? It's because language game lower anxiety, increase motivation, and create meaningful practice in a low pressure environment. So there's a few benefits for learners, which is the first one is builds confidence and reduce fear of mistakes. Next, encourage active use of target language. Third is to improve listening, speaking, reading, and vocabulary. And the last one is to promote teamwork and social interaction. So there's a few types of language games. So the first one is vocabulary game, which is word race, bingo. And then the second one is speaking game, which is such as role play, information gap. And the third one is listening game, Simon Says, listen and act. And the last one is grammar games such as sentence challenge. So there's an example. There's a few examples of the game, which is pit stop vocabulary, which is they can actually build words to change tires, and then race to the finish, answer questions to move ahead, and then describe and guess, which is partner describe and the other partner guess. So and the last one is board game, which is snakes and ladder with a few questions on it. Okay, so next is digital tools, which is why did I use digital tools? Is because it's actually make learning interactive and more engaging, and then it actually provide instant feedback and track progress, and it support different learning styles and also connect classroom learning to the digital world. So benefits for the children is it actually can increase motivation and participations, encourage independent and collaborative learning, improve digital literacy, and make lessons more visual and memorable. So how to use this? Actually, it can integrate tools into speaking, listening, reading, and writing activities, used for practice, projects, presentation, and assessments, and actually can balance screen time with meaningful interaction. So the good practice is which is we can choose age appropriate and goal aligned tools, set clear instruction and expectations, encourage safe, responsible, and respectful use, and reflect on learning and provide feedback. So next we move on to the role of the teacher in bilingual and multilingual classroom. So there's a few teachers' responsibilities, which is the first one is to create a positive learning environment. Next, to use simple and meaningful English. Third, encourage every child to participate, respect children's different languages and cultures, and adapt teaching strategies according to children's abilities. And the last one is integrate stories, songs, games, and digital tools effectively. Okay, so next we move on to the role of parents. So actually parents plays an important role in supporting children's English language learning. So parents can support English learning by reading English storybooks together, singing English songs at home, playing simple English games, using simple English expressions daily, watching education English videos together, and encourage children without correcting every mistakes. So that's all from me. So every child deserves the opportunity to learn, communicate, and also to shine.